I found this video, Gen Z's energy drink crisis. I want to watch this because I relate heavy to this. I think I led a lot of the energy drink crisis in the past 2 years. A lot of my viewers, right? You guys know me for the monster drink, the reels I posted on Instagram. I haven't watched this video yet, but I'm assuming he's going to use examples of creators posting with energy drinks. I wouldn't be surprised if I see myself in this video.
Around for nearly 500 to 600 years. And you could argue it's probably one of the most successful drugs ever released to society. People's whole civilizations built off these damn beans. Of course, when coffee wasn't hitting hard enough, they had to make a teeny tiny subtle switch to cocaine to boost production. Hey, we can say what we want about it, but you can't tell me they wasn't handling with swiftness from the 70s to 80s, which was at the time in the US when things were at their most affordable. But sadly, that became illegal, so eventually they found a brand new, totally not harmful at all product to replace it: energy drinks. And slowly over time, especially since the 2000s, they become more and more popular every year, with Gen Z now leading the chart as the group who consumes the most energy drinks, and I'm not gonna lie,
it's not even close.
Guys, I drink 4 energy drinks a day, 4 monster cans a day. How much is that? So I know in America, energy drinks go crazy. You guys do not have a limit on your caffeine in America. So like, I know you guys have C4 that has 200 milligrams of caffeine, and so does Prime, right? In Canada, it's different. So in Canada, we have a limit on how much caffeine can be in a drink. Yeah, in Canada, we have a limit of 150 milligrams, and a white monster has 165 milligrams. I might be wrong about the limit, but we do have a limit on how much caffeine can be in a drink, which means when I drink 4 monster cans a day, 160 times 300, 600 milligrams of caffeine. There's no way I'm drinking 600 milligrams of caffeine a day. I'm cooked. I've been drinking energy drinks for like 7 years now. Chat, I'm not making it to 30.
We're kind of cooked.
According to studies nowadays, 75 to 80% say they drink them regularly, and older generations drink them the least. But to be fair, that doesn't mean older generations don't have caffeine. They just have coffee a lot more than energy drinks. I can give boomers credit on that though. They can manage their caffeine a lot better than us. You know, other than destroying the world's economies, causing wars for no reason, being selfish and on younger generations.
The thing is, boomers also drink and smoke a lot more. Sure, they don't drink caffeine, but they're also fucking alcoholics. I don't smoke or drink, but then I have my own, what's the word? Weakness, I guess. So I guess every generation has its own addiction. Dude, I thought I was immune. I thought I was immune to corporations pushing like cigarettes and pushing alcohol. And I'm like, I can't even blame for the marketing campaigns because I post about it. I am probably part of the problem. I get a million messages every day how I put someone on energy drinks, and it's like, holy fuck, I am a psyop. And I'm doing it for free. I'm not even getting paid to fucking post about it. God damn it. I fell for it.
Just buy a house like I did for 2 pennies and a handshake. Seems like
we love our industry plant dog woman.
Having caffeine addiction pretty beat.
I do have psyop right here, dude, on my forehead. Just psyop.
As someone who started having energy drinks and pre-workout around 4 years ago when I turned 19, not gonna lie, it was mainly because I started going to the gym and wanted to get the best gains. Caffeine addiction is probably top 5 addictions this generation has right now. And especially when I started having it more.
I think having one addiction's okay, but multiple addictions is crazy. Could you imagine drinking energy drinks and then vaping at the same time? Guys, oh, then you're cooked. Or mixing energy drinks with alcohol. Wait, I do that.
Or I can understand why it's hard for some people to stop. Because just like all other stimulants, you end up getting a tolerance to it and needing more. For some people, it's bad. It can get to the point where if you have it too much, days you don't have it will give you headaches. And some people even throw up because their body needs it. Which is why you should always keep it balanced and have some break days a week where you don't have caffeine, like at least 2 days in the week. But even then, with people having it, one thing I didn't realize because I did research before I started having it is how many people don't know the limits and drink over it a day. The FDA and most of the world's health organizations.
Okay, the FDA is wrong though. Whatever. Okay, well, let's see what the limit is.
Say you should have a max of 400 milligrams of caffeine a day, which is
like, that makes sense, but that's also not what the max body is, right? Kind of like speed limits, right? Oh, there's the speed limit on your car is 60 kilometers an hour, but your car can go 200 kilometers an hour, right? You're not allowed to go 200 kilometers an hour, but it's kind of the same thing. Sure, your body can probably take like 2,000 milligrams of caffeine a day, but the FDA recommends only 400 milligrams a day, right? So it's like sure, the FDA, you know, who the fuck cares what the FDA is saying? My body's a machine that turns white monsters into finished white monsters.
Already a lot. For reference, that's having 4 cups of coffee a day, 10 cans of soda, or 2 cans of 200 milligram energy drinks. For real, the only reason you should even be having that much is if you go to the gym and lift a lot or work like 14-hour days. But even with this being clear public information, people will casually brag online that they have double that amount or even more. Like,
who did that? Who here is bragging online about their caffeine consumption? I totally have not made a whole persona about my monster addiction for the past 2 years, right? That wasn't me. No, not me.
You're just admitting to overdosing on social media in 2026 because that's what you're doing.
How much caffeine do you drink per day? 1,000 milligrams, which is 1 gram, which is 10% a lethal dose. What's your 1,000 milligrams of caffeine a day like schedule? I start the day with 4 shots of espresso. I mix that with.
This is just weird. He's just flexing caffeine for no reason. I drink White Monster because I like the taste. What if Monster? Oh my fucking god! I just build White Monster on everything. I'll be right back.
It's about 256 grams of caffeine. Later in the day, I have a pre-workout before I hit the gym. This one is like 300 milligrams of caffeine, so now we're at like 650. And then I'll probably either have another one of these later.
I'm not coming at this from like an outside perspective and hating. I am a victim of this, but I want to say if you rely on caffeine, your body stops creating its own natural energy, right? You just feel more tired without it.
In the day for my second workout or 4 more shots of espresso. So around 1,000. Do you have a problem sleeping? No, I sleep great. I track it with my Oura ring every night. I can drink a pre-workout and go to bed if I wanted to. What is the most amount of caffeine, milligrams of caffeine you've had in one day, and how did it make you feel? For me, my all-time high, career high, is 750 milligrams in one day. That's a lot. And I remember, so I had 2.
Is there, if I type Maika XZ, is the GIF on here? Yeah, there it is. Throwback to me drinking 3 cans of White Monster at the same time. And I'm chugging, what is that? 400 milligrams of caffeine is crazy.
Rains, so that's 600 right there. And then I had, I think, like 2 or 3 Diet Cokes. So that got me up to like 750. And
the comment section of this video is worse too. Somebody said 3,200, which is 8 times the max limit.
Yeah, but he survived.
1,750 milligrams, which is 4 times the max limit. Funniest thing about this is having all this caffeine is actually gonna make it work worse for you. You're just bringing up your tolerance to the point of having one energy drink is gonna give you 0 effect on your body. So if you think you're caffeine addicted for almost having the limit every day, there's levels to this shit. You at level 2. Obviously, the main problem with having that much is you risk having a heart attack at any moment. Your heart can only handle so much stimulation before.
Kind of like how there was that one guy who got bit by snakes, right? And he got bit by more venomous snakes until the point where he became immune to venom, right? If you start by drinking one energy drink a day, then 2, then 3, you end up becoming immune to caffeine. I think the same way that you can build an immunity to venom, you can build an immunity to caffeine.
Pops. There was a sad case recently of someone in Gen Z passing away from having too much caffeine. This 17-year-old girl named Larissa Rodriguez was having energy drinks a lot from a specific brand called Alani. Now, at her age, even though it's not recommended to have energy drinks under 18, as a teenager, the max you're supposed to have if you do is 100 milligrams a day. And the Alani has 200 milligrams, so we're already starting off bad. On October 20th, 2025, she sadly passed away from a heart attack after having them. Although it's not exactly confirmed.
Like how much, dude, for a teenager to get a heart attack from energy drinks, how much did she drink? Like I've been drinking White Monster since I was 16 years old, and I was having 4 a day at 16. She had to like actually like go hard on
how many
them.
She was having a day. You saw that TikTok comment section. There was admitting to having absurd amounts, and even they didn't pass away. The biggest thing going around was that she was having 6 of them a day, which would be 1,200 milligrams a day. 3 times the daily limit, by the way, for an adult. And if that's really true, it's so crazy how people don't check the limits of shit anymore. Also, what the fuck were the parents doing? They should have especially asked her about her energy drink habits since she was having so
I don't think you would ask someone about their energy drink habits. You just don't pay attention to that stuff.
much. My mom to this day still gets on my ass for having any type of caffeine, and I'm not gonna lie, she's right. Low-key, in general, no one should be having caffeine preferably. The tolerance comes up no matter what, even if you drink coffee. But if you are gonna be drinking it like most people in the world do, you should at least be hitting
like let's say she buys one can on the way to school. She finishes it by the time she's at school, throws it out. She goes and gets another one during lunch, and then she grabs the third one on the way home. Her parents at max are gonna see the third can, right? And they're just gonna assume she's having a can a day. And then she has one at night or whatever. That's 4 cans a day. But like you'd only see the first like one can. There's no way to see how much someone's actually drinking. There's no way her parents would ever catch this.
Max and not going higher than it. It also doesn't help that energy drinks have turned into a hobby for people. Like, why does everything have to be a hobby, man?
Energy drinks as a hobby? Couldn't be me, right? Dude, this post is not helping me. This post is not fucking helping me. Oh my god, I made this? Or I made this one? Red Bull gives you wings, but Monster gives you ears and tail. Oh my god, what a fucking catchphrase. I saw it. Dude, also, I made this. I made this fucking catchphrase or whatever this is. This tag. I've seen it been spread all over the place. I've seen Red Bull gives you wings, but Monster gives you ears and tail. Everywhere. Everyone's saying this now. And I made it. That's what I'm saying. Oh my god, I'm giving Monster fucking free marketing. Oh my god, 74,000 likes. 68,000. Another white Monster post. And this one got 69,000 likes.
And TikTok is ruined doing any type of thing. You have people show off their collections of energy drinks like they're a car collector. They can point out every single chemical compound in each drink like they're Walter White.
How it feels adding one more to the collection. Even energy drink addicts are organized? I'm not organized. I just have all my shit in a corner.
This is an expensive hobby. I don't know how they're getting all these different types of cans. The 12-pack energy drink is usually like 30 bucks, so it adds up. The closer you are to them, the more you're gonna want.
In Canada, I pay, I think it's $28 for 16 cans. So it's a pretty good deal. It's like $1.50 per can.
I drink it. So it's probably not the best idea if you already take a lot of caffeine now to stack up on it. Energy drinks gonna be calling your name midday like the Green Goblin mask. Now, in defense of all this caffeine consumption, because one may wonder why Gen Z has so much, it's a couple of reasons. One being currently in college, and since you're studying a lot more, you need more energy, hence the energy drinks. Every generation has had their things for colleges. Back then, it was taking out your stress on a cigarette pack, taking coke to make the 7 a.m. test. Also going to the gym a lot more, which like I said, is the reason I even have it on my days off I don't. If you're coming from working a long day and want to hit the gym after, most people need a little something to pick themselves up. Another thing some people might be surprised by is partying. There's been an uprise in bars serving drinks with energy drinks intertwined or just drinks having it themselves. Some people completely replace having alcohol with just an energy drink and go to
at a party, I mix White Monster with soju. It is my favorite drink. It is so good. Or White Monster with vodka as well.
Okay,
also
the alcohol
banger
industry
combo.
might be dead by the time we're old. They're practically begging for the youth to drink. But we have morals, alright? We draw the line at getting blackout drunk. We'd rather be getting heart attacks by 30 or getting severely addicted to gambling that we lose our life savings. It could also be that statistically Gen Z right now is the most stressed generation. Whether you believe that or not, every time a generation is feeling stressed, there's always something to help with that cope. One of the other reasons for the uptick is it seems like everyone has an energy drink now. I can't even count on my hands how many celebs have come out with their own custom energy drinks. The Rock has one.
Dude, I'll show you this is my watch history. This video, dude. I started watching how to start a beverage business, dude. Guys, a Maika energy drink would go kind of crazy, no? Me with my own energy drink, kind of crazy.
Kim Kardashian has one. Logan Paul and KSI, which we all remember. Kids were getting cracked out thinking a prime energy drink was just like their apple juice, only to all of a sudden be able to bench 500 pounds 5 times in a row. Parents don't truly check on their kids anymore because
I'd buy the factory. Guys, I'll start a Kickstarter. Fund the Maika energy drink. First supporters will get a year supply free.
how is your kid casually having caffeine at 8 years old and 10 years years old and you don't even know. Even bare
Me saving away 90 hours a week at the Maika energy drink factory. Yeah, I'll pay you guys overtime. I'm a good capitalist. I'll pay you guys 1.2 times your hourly rate for overtime. W?
Trump, Donald Trump.
But getting paid $1 an hour, and then overtime you get paid $1.20 an hour. Wow.
Son announced he's releasing one in May of this year. What the f does this know about energy drinks? I don't think I've even heard him talk. The only thing I want to see him do is be in them war fields for the his father started. The main problem with it is it's not like food or something that doesn't affect your body too much. It's a stimulant that if you have too much, you can die from. I assume even people who don't drink caffeine who are fans of these celebs are gonna try their energy drinks and potentially get hooked on having them. Or may not know they can only have a certain amount before they get Fortnite eliminated. You should also only be having the energy drink in the morning or 3 p.m. max. Any later and good luck getting any type of sleep. There's a ton of people who have permanent sleep problems every night because the amount of caffeine they consume. Caffeine has a—
Dude, it takes me 3 hours to fall asleep. I'm not even kidding. If I get into bed at midnight, I'm not going to sleep until 3 a.m.
half-life
But it's also probably because I keep scrolling reels every 30 minutes.
3 to 7 hours, meaning it takes that much time to get down to half the amount in your system. And if you have like 200 milligrams at 5 p.m., you're still gonna have a cup of coffee and a half in your system by 10, extending the time it takes for you to sleep. You most likely won't be able to sleep until like 1 or 2 a.m., which for anyone in school or that has a job, that's probably gonna make life worse for you. Or you're gonna have the worst stage of it.
It's fine, guys. I'm a streamer. I don't need to wake up early. I just wake up 30 minutes before stream.
Having to take copious amounts of caffeine in the daytime, while at night downing a bottle of melatonin to fight it. It creates an endless cycle of you doing that until one day you either take a break, or I guess wait until you're at 900 milligrams of caffeine every day and have a heart attack in the middle of the night. To wrap it up, the main lesson of today's video, I guess, is to always remember the limits of caffeine. More and more are there cases of people either having heart attacks or destroying their bodies over having too much, which is why we should put cocaine back in Coke bottles. Follow me on Twitter.
Good, guys. I agree, guys. Make Coke great again. Do you guys think there should be an age limit for energy drinks? I think an age limit would make sense. I think like not able to buy an energy drink under like 18 years old.